R.I.P. to pop culture's fun single girl. Taylor getting engaged, Charlie tying the knot, Carrie hanging up her heels for the final time. Where should we look now to find uplifting and reassuring representations of singledom? When Taylor Swift announced her engagement to Travis Kelce last month, it marked the end of an era. Not of her blockbuster tour, rather an end to looking to Taylor as some sort of blueprint for navigating single life. Whether you consider her music good, bad, or irrelevant, if anything at all is happening in your romantic life, then Taylor Swift has a song for it. Then she has another song to make you feel better about it all, and then another song that makes you want to dust yourself off and go out to the pub with your friends. Good luck to her. All being well, the uncertainty of singledom is gone for the woman who created the soundtrack to the romantic lives of millions of millennials. I'll miss that version of Taylor. It was reassuring to know someone else was also going through the same thing, that being the most famous woman in the world does not make you immune to romantic disappointment. Which is good, because that romantic turmoil served as the inspiration for some of the best pop songs ever written. Can that continue once she's happily married? It isn't just Taylor who has abandoned us singles. What about Charli XCX, longtime advocate of kissing strangers in clubs, who went and got married in July? Her low-key East London wedding has no doubt made it onto many a bride-to-be's Pinterest board, but it also simultaneously removed her from her role as one of the few aspirational unwed women we had left. In fact, 2025 killed off the fictional single icon too. With the ignoble culmination of "And Just Like That," we finally lost Carrie Bradshaw, the archetype of aspirational singledom. To add to the toll, this year also marked the end of the Bridget Jones franchise. Perhaps our most beloved fictional single character, Bridget served as proof that, as long as stay true to yourself, things will work out in the end. Who will reassure me of that now? After my last breakup, my friends made me feel better by saying things like, "You're not even in your Carrie Bradshaw era yet, she was 32 in the first series." I found this nugget strangely comforting. If life could look even a little like 90s Carrie's did, then that would be a good thing. But I'd love to be able to see a new Carrie-esque character for now, not have to re-watch old seasons of Sex and the City from the turn of the century in order to see an actually glamorous portrayal of 30-something singledom. But the thing is, characters like Bridget and Carrie could not exist in 2025. You can no longer smoke inside for one thing. The lives they represented are at odds with the cultivated, curated world we consume on social media. A time when it feels like it has never been harder to date is made even more depressing by the absence of happily single women, fictional or otherwise, to look to in pop culture, offering inspiration, guidance, or just some much-needed light relief after another bleak night of fruitless swiping. I have a theory that one of the reasons we think dating is so terrible is that there is nobody producing content that makes it look remotely fun. What's happened? Carrie Bradshaw's messy curls have been replaced with the clean girl aesthetic. Bridget Jones's granny pants have been eclipsed by schemes. Charlie's brat summer flamed out at Glasgow. Is there no longer an appetite for stories about single life, or are we simply unwilling to engage with any story that allows for complexity and mistakes? Of course, I'm not suggesting anyone ever based all their decisions on what Taylor Swift or Charli XCX were doing, or modeled their entire life on Carrie Bradshaw. But all were advocates for living lives fueled by excitement and community, unlike the sort of social media stars on TikTok who apparently exist solely in order to glorify productivity. In a culture focused on optimization, it feels like there's no space to, say, choose vodka and Shaka Khan, as Bridget would have. At least not when you have a 15-step nighttime skincare routine to get through. So, yes, I am in mourning for these icons, who are no longer here to help me navigate the contemporary world of dating and love, heartbreak and disappointment. But I hope we see a rebirth soon. Because these women offered reassurance, solace when needed, and the promise of an alternative path that is not all marriage and babies. More importantly, they were proof. Proof that we might actually be right where we need to be.